Hi everyone, this is Rachel Red. We're here with a yoga flow you can practice in the middle of your day. So whatever clothes you're wearing, as long as you can move in them, that's all good. Find yourself a space to practice in, and we'll go ahead and get started in a seat. If you like to practice with a pillow or a block underneath your sit bones, go for it. We're gonna just use what we have in the space as if this were a midday practice, maybe on a lunch break or just getting home. So find somewhere where you can get still and tune into your body. It might be a seat, might be in a chair. But right away, start to notice any sensations in your body. And notice what's happening with your mind. And if you find your mind is really busy, thinking, that's what it does, the mind thinks. Go ahead and apply your attention to your breath. So no matter what kind of day you're having, no matter what you were just doing or what you're about to do, go ahead and pay attention to your breath. Give yourself a couple rounds of inhales and exhales. Already, you're doing yoga. Good, so on an inhale, lift your arms overhead. Maybe your gaze goes to your hands. Let your palms meet, and then lower your hands through your chest. Lower your chin to your chest, bow to your heart, and then let your hands rest on your knees. We'll inhale, lift the arms overhead, sweep them up nice and tall. Lift through the crown, exhale, let the palms meet, lower them back down to your knees. Good. One more time. Inhale, lift the arms. As you exhale, maybe invite your eyes closed, lower your palms to your heart center. If you like to set an intention, this is a good spot in the practice to do that. Good, and seal that intention with a full round of breath when you have it. Take a full, deep inhale, and on the exhale, transition to a tabletop posture. So your hands are below your shoulders, your knees directly beneath your hips. Find a neutral spine. Gaze is about a foot in front of your fingertips. So about right here. Good, and we'll begin to link the breath with the movements of the body. So take your time. Find a couple nice inhales and exhales here. And on your next inhale, lift your tailbone, lower your belly, gaze ahead of you. And when your exhale starts, let that be the cue to round your tailbone under, arch your back, turn your gaze towards your knees. Good. Inhale, lifts your tailbone, let your belly lower, gaze ahead of you. And on your exhale, round in, taking a few mindful cats and cows at the measure of your own breath. Give yourself permission to play, to color in your experience with any organic movement, maybe a corkscrew-like motion with your rib cage if that would feel good. And we'll spend a few rounds of cat and cow moving through the spine. Opening up your core muscles, your back muscles. Good, and then when you're satisfied, we'll meet in stillness. Curl the toes under, lift your hips for downward facing dog. And we'll spend a few breaths here, stretching long through the backs of the legs. Use an inhale to guide your gaze towards your hands. Step your feet towards the front of your mat. Meet your hands in a forward fold. We'll inhale, look straight down at the mat. Come to a flat back. This will invite some length in your spine. Keep your back healthy. And on your next exhale, we'll round in once more. We'll inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Take your time getting there. Maybe you lift your arms overhead. And then let your palms meet. Exhale, lower your palms to your heart like we did in seated. Call to mind that intention if you set one. And then lower your hands to your sides. We'll inhale, lift the arms again. Bind opposing wrists, so maybe grab your left wrist with your right hand and lean over to the right. And so you'll feel a nice side bend in your left. Good, we'll inhale nice and tall. And then exhale to the opposite side. Maybe you invite your eyes closed. Good, we'll inhale back through center once again. And as you exhale, swan dive into a forward fold. Plant your left hand on the mat. If you don't quite reach, that's okay. You can use a generous bend in your knees to get there, or you can put a block or a Kleenex box, whatever you've got, in front of your nose. We'll lift the right arm. We're coming into a twist. Good. Exhale, lower your right hand. Inhale that left arm nice and tall towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, plant that left hand. Inhale the right arm once again. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale, guide your left hand up towards the sky. And then exhale, plant both hands. Mindfully send your feet to the back of the mat. And then choose how you want to make your way to a downward facing dog. You can go straight to a down dog. You can hold plank for a breath. You can take a chaturanga. You can enjoy some breaths in child's pose. It's up to you. So choose your adventure. And then eventually we'll meet in down dog. Good. Okay, a few rounds of breath in this down dog. Inhale, turn your gaze towards your hands. Step your feet towards your hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat. We'll inhale for length. And exhale, round in. We'll inhale, rise up to standing. Arms overhead. Let your palms meet. Exhale towards your heart center. And then lower your hands towards your sides. Nice. We'll inhale, lift the arms overhead. We'll take a side bend to the right, opening up the left side of the body. We'll inhale through center, maybe gaze up, and then exhale to the opposite side. Nice. We'll inhale through center, and then forward fold over a soft bend in the knees. We'll take that twist over to the right, so left palm on the mat, right arm up. Exhale guides your right arm to the mat. Inhale that left arm nice and tall. Good. Exhale, lower your left arm, lift your right arm. Exhale that right arm, lift the left. Good. Plant both hands, step back, and take several breaths, taking your time, finding your way to downward facing dog. Good, and pedal out your feet. Notice any space that's opened up in the backs of your legs. And notice where your mind goes. If it started to wander, that's okay. Pull it back to your breath. Good, we'll take in a big inhale, lift the heels, and as you exhale, we'll come onto the knees. And then sit back on your feet. You can keep the tops of your feet on the mat. Maybe you curl your toes under for a nice stretch in the backs of the feet. And we'll do some postures that help open the front of the body. So if you spend all day sitting or driving, this can be really nice. So we'll inhale, lift the arms forward and up, thumbs facing the back of the room, gaze goes with your hands. And then exhale, open the palms up, guide them softly and slowly back down towards your sides. Good. We'll inhale the arms up, Gaze goes with them. Exhale, flip your palms open and then lower them down to your sides. One more time, lift the arms forward and up, palms facing one another. And then as you exhale, flip the palms away, lower your hands. Good, good. This time, let your palms meet behind your back. And there's a couple options. If you've got tight shoulders, that's okay. Maybe you can lower yourself so that your hands can make contact with the ground. So your hands can be touching the mat, they can be touching one another. But from wherever you are, invite your elbows together. They won't touch probably, but they can come together. Your shoulder blades draw towards one another on your back. So we're opening up the collarbone, the chest. Maybe your chin lifts. We're enjoying a nice stretch in the front of the throat. Make sure to lift through the crown of your head so you're not just dumping back into your shoulders. Keep your neck healthy and safe. Full round of breath in. And as you exhale, release. Let your chin tuck to your chest. Let your hands come onto your knees. Good. We'll round in, taking a nice counter posture. Inhale, back up through center. Just a nice neutral spine. Flat back, lifting nice and tall through the crown of the head. We'll inhale, lift the arms like we did, palms facing one another. As you exhale, flip the palms open. Lower your hands either behind your back or to the mat just behind your sit bones. Interlace your fingers and then invite your elbows, shoulder blades together. Lift the chin. Full big rounds of breath here. Expanding through your ribs, through your heart space, through your throat. Bring your attention back to your breath. Full deep inhale, and on your exhale, slowly tuck your chin to your chest, draw your hands towards your knees, and we'll take that counter posture. Soft rounding through the back, maybe lean side to side, take any organic movement that would feel good, and then inhale, back up nice and tall. Good, we'll inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, flip the palms open and let them meet behind your back. And once again, we'll draw the elbows together, the shoulder blades together. Full deep round of breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your chin, plant your hands on your knees. Good. And we'll round out this practice with just a nice, easy breath. So take a few moments and we're back where we started in a seat on the mat. Notice any changes in your body, in your mind, or your breath. Remember the intention that you may have set for yourself. And in this moment, have a moment of appreciation, of gratitude that you carved out this time in your day, in your busy day. And notice all the ways that shows up in your interactions and your daily doings for the rest of the day. So I'm so grateful that you were able to join me. I hope you got something out of this practice, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.